Hello everyone! As you saw in the introduction, today I will be preparing the linear guide for this wash plates rod. This is a very important step as it allows us to convert the energy that came from the linear alternating movement of the power piston into a rotary motion using the swash plate. In the previous video, there were a few short steps to make and test the swash plate mechanism, which worked beautifully to my great surprise. If you have already seen the first episode, you know that I want to replicate a low temperature different Stirling engine available in the store to build up in my own way. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it later by opening the link in the upper right corner. So, one of the most important elements of this video is the linear guide. I didn't plan its shape in advance, but I knew that I needed to create a parallel head part and that I wanted to glue it onto the main column. So I needed a collar, which I also had to bend. The linear guide should be positioned so that the two guide rods are perpendicular to the radius of the support column, so that the slider rod connected to the working piston can run exactly between the two sides. Since I didn't plan this project in advance, you can see some things that could have been avoided. For example, the length of the propeller support stand and the length of the rod that rotates in it. I only modified these to the final size after I glued up the linear guide and tried to fit the pieces together according to the final configuration. I ensured a precise rotation of the propeller rod with two small bearings. To adjust the final position of the rod, the upper bearing must be attached to the rolling rod. For this, I also used a tiny drop of UV glue, then pushed the rod until the correct position was reached. I was practically going to get this far in this video today, but I got my hands on the working piston, which I also ordered online. So I've already bought three parts: the probe, the bullet holder and the piston with glass cylinder, but the price of all the raw materials is still well under $7 or something like that. Anyway, back to the work. The swash plate rod moves up and down, but it makes an angle with the working piston's rod. So it's not enough to drill a hole the diameter of the slider rod, but I had to drill a hole about 1.5 times larger for smooth operation. Of course, it will make some clicking noise. Maybe it could replace with a ball joint. We will see. In the next episode, after cleaning the two used aluminum plates, the polycarbonate cylinder is cut to size, the displacer piston is made, and the magnetic lifting force is precisely calibrated. Stay with me and follow my channel. If you like this video, then you have a few opportunities to express your satisfaction. Like, comment, share, super thanks, hype. This is a new one. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write them in the comment section and I will answer them as soon as I can. See you soon. Blade.